Yo, people, welcome back to the Quik Fix. That is, it's your boy Naro here with Ari. There we go. For the uninitiated, tell them what Quik Fix is all about, Ari.
Well, guys, if you don't know what Quik Fix is by now, then you just ain't getting it. So Quik Fix is a roundup of the news that we missed throughout the week. So can we...
What was that accent you started out with? It started out with something different.
I did?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. I just love it.
It's a Friday.
Yeah, all right.
Not really. Friday adjacent.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So Jada is in trouble wobble. So Jada Chavez, the ex-girlfriend of rap superstar Lil Baby, recently celebrated her 24th birthday in Jamaica. Unfortunately, her birthday celebration ended with her arrest as she was about to board her private jet in Montego Bay when police found an undeclared gun and ammunition in her possession. Jada and her associate Gregory Wright were then charged on separate counts of illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition in Jamaica. So they answered to the charges by paying fines of approximately $5,300 each, and they managed to avoid jail time before departing the island on Wednesday. So according to police, these weapons are licensed to the person in question in their home countries, but not in Jamaica, a senior police source said on Monday. Many, however, are pointing to a double standard and unfair treatment as the American celebrities were able to secure a quick court date, avoided jail time, unlike many persons, namely Tommy Lee, Sparta, and Laden, who were charged with the same crime but are now serving time in jail. So, is there a double standard here, Naro?
I don't get why there would be a double standard or why people would see this as being double standard. First of all, I don't know who the hell this young lady is. I've been seeing her in the news for quite some time.
You don't follow Shade Room, I'm assuming.
I do. That's how I even know of her. I didn't know of her prior to this incident. I never know who the hell Lil Baby ex-girl or baby mother was. So I don't know. I didn't know she was a thing because apparently she have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I just found out that.
I didn't know. So with this now, for the people who are crying out double standard and things like that, I just feel like it's people just wanting to find something wrong with something. Because my mind went to, when I read the story and saw the reports surrounding the story, my mind went to, apparently our gun them register in the US. It seemed like it was a problem that she never checked in with the proper authorities out here about the gun. So it would be a sort of conflation of issues to compare this to, say, a Tommy Lee or a Laden. If people really know about those situations, then they wouldn't be comparing it to
false equivalencies.
It pretty much is. So I don't get the outrage, if there is any, because I don't know if there really is. And God bless her. I if I don't hear the name Jada again or whatever the fuck you said at the beginning of the story,
apparently that's her name.
I wouldn't be upset.
Jada.
You know what I mean? I will say this: if only the court system would move
as efficiently, right?
As efficient with this as with other situations within the country. But yeah, I don't see any issues.
I mean, I agree. I think the only thing that I was like, wow, that's quick, was the court date.
Yeah.
But given that, well, she is her privilege of being an American and an American celebrity, I guess that aided in a quick court date. And given that it's not a criminal trial, is more of a administrative issue. That's how and I'm not trying to downplay the crime, but I think that's what it is, based on, again, the information that we got and what we read, is that she is a registered gun owner. She's allowed to have the gun, but is that she never did the proper checking of saying that, hey, I have a gun with me. So I think the main issue is it's probably how, like, because it's when she was leaving they found the gun, so it's just the question, like, who check it when she come. So I guess that's the main oversight that I'm questioning, like what happened there. You're right, now I agree with it, that is a false equivalency to try and compare Tommy Lee and Laden's situation with Jada. It really is, it's really not fair to compare. And I had to check in with a police, because I'm like, what am I missing? Like, clear, maybe I'm missing something. And they're saying that no, it's pretty much standard practice. Like, if an American, they said he told me of a story where an American tourist, He came with his gun. It was in his luggage. As soon as he reached the hotel, he opened up his luggage and said that the gun was there. He called the police. I guess he said that he called the chain was to call the hotel security, who then had to contact the police, and then the police would come, carry the gun, and carry him to the station where they have to make a report. They would call America, the U.S. consulate, the U.S. embassy, call them, check them, let them know that this person is here, and then the America would then do their checks to find out, well, yes, he's a registered gun owner, that is it, and that they had to do them checks, them paperwork, and then them send the gun back home, and then the gun will be waiting for him while he's there, like it's in safekeeping in America. So it's not a foreign practice according to the police. And I mean, and again, I had to check in because I'm like, I didn't know all that. I didn't know all the intricacies of that, but I'm like saying it's based on the what is being said or being reported, is that it seemed like it was a clerical issue. Like she should have declared it, but she didn't declare it. So then that's what make it illegal in Jamaica. But it's not an illegal gun, and she's not unfit, or she's not an unregistered gun owner. Yeah. So I don't think it's fair to compare the situations.
From our reports, there's no bodies on the gun.
No bodies on the gun. They're saying that people are saying about how quick them not doing a ballistic check. You're right. Maybe they didn't do a ballistic check, but based on, I guess, what they said, is just that she didn't do the proper
Does she have
check.
a prior criminal record?
Then we'll check on that to see, which they did.
I don't get
the outrage. So it's I don't think there's a double standard here. I guess the only thing you can say, well, her privilege and access secured her a quick court date. Yeah. So I guess that's the only thing that I would say. Well, yeah. All right. So next one, Cartel.
Yeah, friend of police.
Yeah. Cartel reminds his followers that he's no scientist. So Vybz Kartel in an Instagram post on Tuesday reminded his fans that neither him nor his fellow colleagues in entertainment are qualified to dispense medical advice to anyone for anything. So the post read, entertainers are amongst the least educated in society, most of we don't like bat, and therefore are among the least qualified people on earth to give medical advice for anything or against anything, for anything or against anything. So do your own research and decide for yourself what's best for you. Come to me when you want to wind your waist and broke out in a party. That's where I'm the expert. End quote. So many believe he's contributing to the vaccine no vaccine debate, which has divided the world. Many of our local entertainers have contributed to the conversation, but this take by Cartel seems to be going against the grain in our local entertainment community. So Naro, are we on the side of Cartel or not?
Well, I'm on your side. Yeah, look at kudos. know you look feet. These are sentiments that you yourself echoed, and you are 100% right. But that does not disregard the fact that these people are sheep, and Cartel knows that. That is why he himself is saying this. This is one thing I've always had to rate Cartel for, is his transparency. For the most part, he has called people sheep before. And it's like people don't care, but him say it because he knows it. And this is something that he said that I can respect, because he knows that there are more people qualified than him to speak on this. What else would he know about vaccinations and their efficacy and them things other than what itself. He reads online? There's several things that we don't know about that are several ailments that we come across that we don't know shit about for treat, but we trust a doctor, right? And that's not to say that we shouldn't be aware of whatever doctors are prescribing us, because doctors do fuck up,
of course,
from time to time. See you hospital, right? But him stepping forward and saying, "Say, yo, there's a whole heap of people Dunce within dancehall." I like that transparency as well. We've not to say we've spoken to enough of them, but. Because with no disrespect to the artist community out there, because we're rating, of course, but it's true. And I'm glad that it take him to acknowledge that, because enough of them artists would have said, oh, me not done, or even take offense to this if it was somebody else saying it of a different ilk. But Cartel saying it now, I feel brings more gravitas to the extent of what he's saying. And to a different extent, it kind of work in the vaccination efforts as well. I don't know if them sign him up yet. I don't know if them sign him up yet or anything. But even so, he could have been easily be using influence and say, "Oh, just take the vaccine, just trust me." But the very fact say, "Yo, it might not say, yo, I am no foremost expert on this shit." I feel it's just him just being transparent, and it kind of inadvertently work in a way to promote people being vaccinated.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm laughing. I'm saying there are a few people who I'm sure are like, "Whoa, them pay Cartel and da 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 da," and I'm like, these are the same people who, like, they're fine with him being in jail for allegedly killing Lizard. They're fine with him having a phone for even like literally like disregarding the prison rules of having the phone for him to make this post. It's fine. Him can have the phone, can go up on IG Live. But once him said this and say, well, guys, like, think about this vaccine, or don't listen to us when it comes to the vaccine. That's when they draw the line. And I just found out, wow, that's just. This world is crazy. It's so freaking crazy.
I mean, what you depend teach about? Depend this.
Right? Like this is where they draw the line. Like, oh, you get sellout, you buy, like
good. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, use the cell phone. Good there, so. But a vaccine, no, man. This is where I draw. This is where the line is drawn. You're a sellout.
And I'm like, wow. I saw some of the comments and I'm just like, wow.
Incredible.
But I agree with you, Naro, that I appreciate the transparency of Vybz Kartel to know that, listen, his knowledge on this virus and even the vaccines is limited, and it stops with the doctors and the scientists. And sometimes you can't be the foremost expert in everything and all things. You can't be. You just cannot be. And as him rightly says, it's not even that them don't say, but they just don't have access to the information that the scientists who have. And I think it's just, the arrogance of some of these entertainers to just make it seem as if they know more than people who are actually looking and studying the virus and studying vaccines to make these life-saving vaccines. To discount it is just ridiculous. So I appreciate Cartel. Cartel is across all factions, and everybody who come in contact with Cartel will always say that he's, people who know interact with Cartel, he will say that, yeah man, he's one of the smartest persons, and him read, and him, he's knowledgeable, and him know. So I appreciate this sentiment, because of course I agree wholeheartedly with it, and I mean, as him said, people do your own research. Don't even listen to us, don't listen to him. Go to the persons who you trust most in science, and if he's a reader man, obia man, whoever it be, go to somebody and get it. And for the most part, I would just like to say, I know we've talked about vaccines ad nauseum at this point, but I just want to get to the point where, like, I don't care. If you don't want to take the vaccine, fine. And if you want to take the vaccine, fine. But can we not talk about it anymore? I'm over the conversation. I'm over COVID.
Because it's causing a divide within the society. It's like team vaccine, team no vaccine, and all this.
Me want to talk to people, because I just kind of cut off people who
who spew ignorance.
I'm like, I just want to get to the point of where we're all on the same page. And this vaccine thing, I can't believe, like, we've seen what vaccine do for way in our lifetime, like literally wipe out measles, rubella. We see the greatness and this life-saving technology. We see what it can do, and for us now to be in this point where we're supposed to have access to information, where we're supposed to see, we would be able to see what vaccine do, and we still question it, is ridiculous to me at this point. But then again, guys, I'm no scientist, I'm no doctor,
but neither are these artists.
Yeah, you guys probably reach page 15 of Google, and I only stop at page 3.
but this is an acknowledgement that artists are some of the main people spewing misinformation out there.
Yeah. And
people need for wise up.
Yeah.
I see Tanto Blacks post a video with a white woman who look like she far from England. And I see people in the comments like say, yeah. And enough of what the woman was spewing was utter nonsense.
Yeah.
Unsubstantiated garbage based on feelings. And people just will run with it because it feeds into their confirmation
and it's just bias, and is what makes them feel good.
But
so if it go against
post
it,
and me like Tanta, so and them I think a cartel.
Or even if I never really thought that Tanta was smart, but Tanta is saying something that I agree with, then
or post
look
somebody
at
that looks smart, or sounds smart.
Yeah, so of course like, Tanto is now woke and he now sees, and I mean
speaks truth.
Yeah. But guys, I don't really care either way. I really don't care. We all like dead anyway. Whether a gunman I got killed with, COVID I got killed with. The world up on fire, climate change, like we're not gonna have no food security. Just hurricane I got wipe you out. Listen, we're gonna die. This is the end game.
It's a great outlook on the world. Yeah.
I feel like we're living in the tank.
Way to kill people's will to live.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, dog, we're in the plague. Like this is the plague. Like, soon I got say friggin'. It was local. Like them say it was the locusts will rise up. So I soon say frog I drop down. Like it's the plague. It's the plague.
Zombies. Yeah.
It's the plague. It's the end times. I don't care.
Yeah.
But have sex with people we like right now, guys.
People jumping, I don't know. But okay.
All right, so let's go shift to a more tense news. So Tanya Stephens won't name her victimizer. So Tanya Stephens, in a recent interview with Shannon Mack on IG Live, revealed that she was sexually assaulted by a mentor and fellow dancehall artist while she was a young progeny. Well, yesterday, Stephens took to Instagram and lambasted journalists whom she said were becoming a nuisance and a vexation to her spirit for pestering her team to reveal the identity of the Jamaican artist who sexually assaulted her some 3 decades ago. So to all the journalists in a hover pattern like vultures, please stop badgering me and my people trying to capitalize on the carcass of my former life, Stephen noted. This mock concern is duly noted and politely declined. This topic is not new and survivors of sexual violence are not hard to find, so miss me with the bullshit. Every single time I talk about my experience, you come snooping for gossip, begging for a name so you can give the piece of shit who assaulted me martyrdom. Off. She ended. So, what do you make of this response, Naro?
I agree with her wholeheartedly. I don't think it should be up to anybody else but her to reveal who this person is. I know that the journalist and this journalistic game is
it's a beast.
It's a sick game. It's a sick game, and you just know, so they're just badgering her and her team to
get the scoop first.
Get the scoop. They love those scoops. You know what I mean? So
and traffic and get the headline.
It's not born out of any just spirit. It's just really to, reveal who it is and to have a whole bangarang surrounding.
Traffic to the page, traffic to the website, whatever
and I think the thing that frustrates her the most about this is that it is an artist. I don't want to really join the speculation train here, but I think it is an artist who has been praised by the public before, and maybe there have been allegations surrounding this person, but people have just boxed it or push it aside because, hey, he's an artist and we love him. Off. He never do that because he make good music. And I feel this is her frustration.
Q R Kelly.
Forward into the fore. And say, don't bother with all of this now because I've seen how you treated him and other people like him within the society. So nobody going like say, yo, we're not on this journey of truth to reveal.
You're not gonna get your Me Too with me.
To me, exactly.
You're not gonna get your Harvey Weinstein moment.
I can definitely understand how she feels. And to people in our comment section who say, oh, you're just a talk about this now and all these things. You cannot tell people to deal with these things. Yes, you'd want for people who go through these things to be able to speak up about it when it happens. But the truth of the matter is,
we don't have that.
Enough women don't have that strength, and they're in situations where they feel like, say, if them speak against this individual, something may happen to them, harm may reach them.
We don't have the safety to do that.
People don't know what women go through in this, especially man will have taught them things. Oh no. So better than just stop on a nice. You know what I mean? Yes. Of course, the best thing in this situation was this person to be revealed and to be chastised and ostracized from society long ago. If what she's saying is true. But you can't tell how the victim how to deal with her victimization.
Yeah. You're right. And I mean, you know, we have this sick, depraved way of telling people like, oh, you should have do this from a long time, or this should have you try to look at hype and like you shouldn't even name the person, but you know, like people still has like say things. And I'm looking at Azrael Cleary. She did an interview with Gayle King. I don't know if she was one of the two women when R. Kelly ran the accusation of R. Kelly. And she was one of the two women that Gayle King interviewed when you find it from my life, that whole thing. And she was one of those, she was the loud person. I was like, I didn't come here to talk about that. Like, she was a rude one, and she was like I almost want to fight Gayle King. But no, she realized that she was really brainwashed and she was in this, so she had tried to please her victimizer, which is R. Kelly, in like almost in like a Stockholm syndrome sort of way for pleasing him and make sure I say, well, he's good. And then, you know, she removed herself from the situation. She had try you know, come to terms with it. And even the comments then in the shade room, because they posted a clip of it, and the comments are like, oh, I don't believe you, why are you doing this now, the money dry up now. And you know, so people don't create a safety net for women to come forward and to feel comfortable about sharing it, you know. And of course we all know about like false accusation or whatever, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about we need to give women an opportunity to share their stories, you know, and then allow the justice system, I mean, you know, we can complain or debate if it's a good justice system or not, but to do what it does to come and make justice be done, you know, bring forth the truth. And whenever the truth comes out, if the person is guilty, have them face the charges and answer to it with a sentence, you know. So we need to give women the opportunity to feel safe to talk, you know. And we know the debate about believe women or don't believe all women or whatever, not talk about that. We just need to create a space and an opportunity for women to feel safe, so that men who are in the shadows that don't feel like them can be, don't you save them from them asshole ways, you know. Don't give them, don't have them have a cop out or excuse for do whatever them want to do because you're entertained by them, you love what them do, you know. Nah, if them wrong, them wrong. If they're a rapist, they're a rapist. If they're assaulter, they're an assaulter. If they're a womanizer, a woman beater, that's what they are. And we need to call them and shame them for what there is. So please, if you can, just cut out the bullshit and stop about you should have do this from long time and you should have do X. Like, truly, me with her, fuck you and fuck off. Yeah. Truly.
Listen to women. You know, some I believe in I don't believe all women, but when them forward them type of thing, I listen to what they're saying. Listen, it's key.
It's key. All right, so that does it for Quik Fix, guys. I'm sure if you agree with us, you let us know in the comments below. You're free to do so.
Right, that's so.
Yeah. If you like it, give that a thumbs up, and you can share this video also. Follow me on Instagram, ARIHAMMOND.
All right, self-plug there. That's not usually a part of
I don't know what to do, but
all right.
I don't know how to end this.
Okay.
So, yeah.
God, Jared.